Well, that was a lot of fun. I just finished my first listen through to this song over on Patreon with my Patreon community over there. What a blast. Dance vibes. We've got a house beat, lots of theatrical fun things going on, some big money notes. There's a lot to unpack here. All right, we're going to jump right in. So this is how I do it. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. What I do is I listen through the full song nonstop over with my Patreon community first, and then I do my stop-start analysis over here for you all on YouTube. It helps the videos not get blocked with copyright stuff and all of that, because if I listen to too much at once, it dings the copyright things a little bit. So I've been experimenting with new processes for my channel, and I'm going to be doing it like that for now. Link to that video is down in the description if you want to see my first impression of it. All right, I'm excited to do the second pass of this here. Let's get going. I love that guitar. Castanet. All right, I got distracted by the guitar and the castanets entrance. So it seems to be that's a thing with Eurovision. You bring a little bit of a flair from your nation into the music. I see. That makes sense, too, because it's a national competition. Very cool. All right, I won't talk over it. All right, so she starts off a little mysterious with her tone, a little husky, a little air flowy. She's not in the brassy tone, which she lives in for most of the song. See, it's a little windy. Very inviting. She's pulling us in at this point with the way she's making that husky, introspective tone. Here comes some depth. So notice her tone change right there. She got brassier and beltier there. She was starting off with a little more wind in her tone, and then she got into a little more metal, a little more brass, a little more punch. You guys know I talk about that a lot on this channel. That's mixing when you do that. It's called the art of mixing within the art of singing. So I'm hearing that there is another track of the vocal doubled in my right ear along with her singing it live here. And from what you guys said, you said that's totally cool on Eurovision, provided that the lead vocal is always live. So I am hearing the vocal doubled here. I think that it does come in and out like that throughout the track, if I remember correctly from my first listen through a few minutes ago. All right, let's keep going. Yeah! I love that part. It reminds me of, what is it? It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or the Willy Wonka song. Da, 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 da. Oompa, oompa. It does have a little oompa, oompa, doopity-dee, because that little da 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 da. That was the first thing that popped in my mind when I heard that when I was listening over on Patreon. Wait, I have to go back and hear that run up again. I don't want to. All right. She sounded great. Like, do you notice her tone got brassier and punchier? She has great vocal facility, light mechanism, brassy singing. Good pitch accuracy. Una diva sencilla como un simple mortal. Una diva no pisa nadie para brillar. Su voz la hace grande. Oh, fun. Si ella es libre cantando como un pez en el mar. Una diva valiente. Woo! Yeah! Su vida es un jardín lleno de espinas y rosas. Tesoro que va y dedo. She's great. Woo! All right. Wow. Those vocals were great there. So what she's doing with her voice, pretty straightforward power pop singing. She has a lot of adduction of the vocal folds, which means clean vocal fold closure. She's got a nice thickened, muscularized vocal posture, which makes it pop, pop, pop. It makes it brassy here. But she's not pushing too much to where, you know, she's getting too heavy and the voice is weighted down and we're having like sagging pitch and things like that. No, she's keeping it nice and forward, nice and bright, very lateral vowels. You know, it's very fronted. Nice vibrato. She has a little more vibrato in her singing than a lot of other pop singers, which is totally cool. Let's check that out. Not there. Right there. Sometimes artists will they'll put off the vibrato to the end of a long-held note or phrase. She's letting it come in right away at the start of the syllable. Very cool. So it's interesting, that guitar, it was doing a sequence. That's called a sequence, by the way, in music, when you're kind of following the same pattern of like 3 down, 1 up, 3 down, 1 up. That's a sequence. So the guitar did that lick, and she does that lick in the little pre-chorus note. Very interesting little melodic music thing happening here. And, you know, we had that... We had that 4 to the floor kick drum happening so far, and then it stops for effect, and then it comes back in. You know, pretty straightforward dance, house music type of musical techniques here. Let's keep going. Es la madre que madruga. Es la artista sin cartel. Now her tone has gotten more of that introspective quality to it, as opposed to the brassy, punchy tone that she just had in the chorus. We're into a little more wind, a little less air pressure, a little huskier. Again, it pulls us in. Now we're brassy again. Nuestra fama, tu grandeza, la igualdad es mi bandera y la música es mi única ilusión. Great. There's the doubled vocal again. Yeah, so listen with headphones. It would be hard to hear this from a phone or a computer, but you can hear her singing live, and then there's another version of her panned in the right ear. Hear it? Impressive. Wow. I love it when she opens up those vowels and belts full out and has that vibrato on her brassy belt. She's killer. She's really good. All right, so this is where it gets a little wild here, where she's got some big notes here. Let's check it out. I mean, these all have been kind of big notes in the chorus, but I think it gets really big here. Oh yeah, this dance break. Notice how the beat changed. We're kind of out of the 4 to the floor kick drum sound at this point, and now we're into like a sort of halftime, almost like a hip hoppy type of a beat here. I love that camera effect. There's always such kooky camera effects I'm noticing on Eurovision. Like they have things like that, or they have like over the head shots for like every single video. Is that like, do you have to have like a drone shot on stage every time you do your Eurovision song? Is that like a rule? I know it's not. I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep going. Wow. Wow. That note was amazing. All right, let's finish this out. Yeah. I love that. Amazing. Wow. Such an unbelievable performer. She's amazing. She is amazing. All right, so I want to show you something really interesting about her voice that I noticed. She has a lot of vibrato for a pop singer, and I want to show you. This software right here is Melodyne, and it gives us the ability to extract the vocal from the backing track and be able to just isolate it and look at what she was singing. So you can see these lines here are like the notes she was singing. Look at her pitch variation here in her vibrato. So that's her vibrato, that up and down right there. Look at that. Most pop singers don't do that. And I was thinking maybe that might be her bringing in some like traditional Spanish style singing, like traditional techniques, because I do think that in Spanish traditional singing, there is a little bit more vibrato and a little bit more pitch variation in the vibrato. Listen to that. Right there, that vibrato. And that was something I noticed when I listened through it first time over on Patreon. I was like, wow, she has a lot of natural vibrato in her singing. It's really cool.
desafiando a los demás del camerino.
Wow, so cool. Tell me more about her, please. Let me know. What would be some other stuff of hers that I should check out that shows her voice, like other just live, raw vocals of her singing? You know, I love breaking down live, raw vocals where it's just them and a mic, maybe, you know, acoustic or unplugged. That's like my favorite way to react to things. What an impressive singer. So talented. I'd love to hear a little bit more of her. So if you're a fan of hers, please let me know down in the comments what I should check out next. That was a lot of fun. Wow. Okay, this is exciting. And also, what should I check out next from Eurovision? I've only a couple songs in on Eurovision. This has been a fun adventure so far. Let me know. Cheers.